For this video, we're going to look at the math of the income statement, one of the three main financial statements in a company. An income statement fundamentally looks at, for a period of time, did you make money or not? So it looks at revenue minus expenses, and is there a net profit or a net income at the end? So if we look here at the sheet we have, we see right up on top here, here's revenue. And then below that, down here, is all of our expenses. And then we see down below, did we make money? So let's look at these three elements here for a moment. Revenue is your sales. So we see right here for this year, we sold $78,000. And of course, there's always some returns or allowances. So this company for the year had sales of $74,000. Now, out of that sales, the first expense we look at is called cost of goods sold. So for the goods you sold, what did it cost you? So this is saying, well, for those $74,000 in sales, we used $8,000 in material, $9,000 in labor, and $2,000 in overhead. So for the $74,000 we sold, it cost us $19,000 for those costs of goods sold. So our gross, or our initial gross profit or gross margin, or sometimes even called profit from manufacturing, is $55,000. Now, out of those $55,000, we have to pay all what's called the operating expenses. These are all the indirect expenses. These are expenses that are not tied to production specifically, but they're tied to supporting the whole business. So that's why you see wages and advertising and travel and insurance and all sorts of other things. So out of that $55,000 profit, we had to spend $30,750 to support that. So we ended up with an operating profit or loss, in this case a profit of $24,000. And out of that we had some other miscellaneous incomes. And the reason they're down on the bottom is because they are not tied to the income producing main elements of our business. So we ended up netting 27, and then out of that we have to pay our taxes. So we ended up with a net profit of $23,250. So $74,000 in sales. It cost us $19,000 in labor, material, and overhead to get that $74,000. So our profit from manufacturing is $55,000. It cost us another $30,000 to help support all those efforts. So when all said and done, we walk away with $23,250. And hopefully, of course, that is enough to keep the owners interested in the business as well as reinvesting in the business at the same time.